That's right. Might have been an L at Cincinnati, but we can find the good times. He's KJ.
It's an end around to Jefferson. He has his eyes down the field. He's going to pass, and he does. Caught. First down at the 22-yard line. KJ Osborn. Couple of second-year receivers hooking up. Justin Jefferson with a pass to KJ Osborn, and that leads to a Minnesota Vikings first down. Cousins with two receivers right and two to the left. Amir Abdullah, the tailback. Cousins, he'll throw short to the right side. KJ Osborn shook a tackle at the 30, 20, 15, out of bounds at the 11. KJ Osborn with his biggest play of his young National Football League career, shaking a tackle of Eli Apple and revving up for 25 yards.
Well, Minnesota Vikings lost, but part of the game was pick on Eli Apple Day. KJ Osborn got a little bit there. He's a second-year Cane. Seven catches, 76 yards at Cincy. 3 went for first downs. And KJ played 67 offensive snaps, by far a career high. Good morning, young man. KJ, it's Paul Allen. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty well. Thank you very much. How excited was Justin in the huddle when he knew he was going to be throwing a pass?
Oh, he was excited. You know, we had that play up last year. It just never got called, so that's been on the back burner for about a year now. So he was excited. He's 1 for 1.
Does he throw a catchable ball? I mean, from afar, it looked to be a nice tight spiral.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. He can. Dustin has the arm. He can let it rip.
See, and being an athlete, you're working at the highest level, the National Football League. You guys are so competitive. Most, if not all of you, think you can do everything as well as anybody else. So you're like, they cut Colquitt. Everybody's like, well, I can punt. I mean, Zach Davidson actually can punt. And, Kirk throws a good ball, like left hash, right boundary, nice spiral, strong. I can do that too. I mean, it's when Colquitt threw that dime in the Dallas game last year to Boyd, granted it got called back. I mean, that was a beautiful pass. So maybe these quarterbacks, with what they're paid, man, maybe it needs the wealth needs to spread and more people need to throw.
Man, it's fun. Like you said, everybody thinks they can throw, but it's tough when you get back there and that D-line running your face. So the quarterbacks, they get what they deserve.
The first receptions of your career. Now, team loses, that matters most. But, man, congratulations on that fantastic game. I mean, when you went tearing down that sideline, I mean, you just splashed, as they say in the business. You know what's next, don't you?
What's that?
A KJ Osborn touchdown, maybe even this weekend, right?
Oh, yeah, we got to get that in a win. That's most important, though.
Oh man, how about that? If we get what if it's a KJ Osborn game-winning touchdown? What would you do with yourself, young man?
I don't know. I'll just be celebrating, and I don't know. I guess we have to see when it happens.
JJ as the gritty, what would you do?
Oh, I might have to gritty with him. I don't know. I've thought about it. I don't know if I'm going to spike the ball or throw it or let one of my teammates spike it gritty. I don't know. I guess I'm just excited as you are. We'll see what I do.
but you know what, KJ? When you stop thinking about it, it's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, you can think about you had a fantastic training camp and off season and then the preseason games, you caught a few passes. So you knew opportunity was coming, but don't you find not only in football, but in life when you don't sweat it and when you don't like have anxiety or hope for it, good things seem to come your way.
Of course. I try to just see the little thing. I'm not worried about the touchdown. I'm worried about getting out the huddle, lining up right, running the play, and catching the ball. So I'm worried about the little things, and then we learned about that stuff. That'll lead to the big thing. So you're right.
What KJ Osborn, 9 to noon. Honestly, I haven't paid attention to this. You didn't play wide receiver much, if any, last year, preseason games. I'm not looking back at your run blocking, but with a run-first team with Dalvin, a team that likes to run it a lot, I haven't paid attention to this. How is your run blocking, and how personally do you take it to mix it up with somebody to help Dalvin?
We have to take that extremely personal. I think that's a whole team goal, a whole offensive goal. Just playing complementary football. We're blocking our butts off for Dalvin. For the type of special player that he is, to be able to break one at any moment. I'm always staying on my blocks to, he's 33, he'll sprint past you. And, I just know in the pass game, they're back there cutting those big guys down and pass protecting for us so we can make those big plays for them. So it's complementary. We feed off each other. And it's very important, like you said, being a run-first offense because, that guy back there is special.
You played it. You flew home, probably got some rest, watched the game yesterday with the team. Now that, we land the plane here and we put it to bed, are you surprised you guys lost at Cincy?
I would not say surprised because of how, we put ourselves in a bad position, with all those turnovers, not turnovers, with all those penalties.
Yeah.
It's hard to win football games like that. But, like you said, trying to get some positives out of it. We were able to fight and claw our way back into it. Obviously, we weren't able to get it done. We put ourselves in a position, to almost get it done. I wouldn't say like surprising because we did put ourselves in a bad position, but obviously, you don't want to lose any games. So I guess in the same way, yes, it's always surprising when you lose because we want to win every one. So
wonderful answer. Now, when it was 3rd and 24 and you got 25 right next to the boundary in front of all your coaches and players, have you ever run faster in a game in your life?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have been having some people been telling me I look really fast out there, so that's good to hear. But I just broke the tackle, and I peeked at that first down marker, and I was just sprinting, just trying to go get it. So it was a big play for us.
So that's like adrenaline. Your body gets hot, stimulate. I mean, it's like that feeling where you're like, I have to get there. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I've watched it back now. It's as fast as I've seen somebody run in a long time. It's like if Tyreek Hill was watching the game, he'd be like, damn. That's how fast you win, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I've been working on it.
What's it like working with Kirk? What's it like working with Cousins? He's obviously very important to the team and very important to you.
It's been great. It's been really great. It's been fun. Just earning his trust, throughout the preseason and training camp. He throwing me the ball and I'm making plays. Obviously, last year a lot of people don't know I never played. I didn't play one offensive snap last year. So this Cincy game was my first offensive snaps. That was my first catches, first everything. So him, just trying to build that trust with him. That obviously we didn't get a chance to have last year because I wasn't on the field. Has been huge. Just learning him and what he likes to do, and us communicating so I can be open for him when he needs it and things like that. It's been really fun, and I'm excited for the future.
K.J. Osborn, second year from Miami and the University of Miami Hurricanes. 7 catches, 76 yards at Cincy. 3 of those went for first downs. First catches of his career, as he just said. He played 67 offensive snaps, which is terrific. Wide receivers coach Keenan McCardell. How has that well-respected veteran helped you?
Oh my goodness, I can't say enough positive things about him. Our whole room, we love him. We love him. Ever since, he got the hire and I was speaking to him on the phone. I told him what my goals were and my plans were. He gave me, a couple of areas of improvement, that I focus on in the off season. And it's great. We love him in the room, as well as guys like Adam, vets, we can always ask him questions and it's great because, he played the game. So he understands. He's been, every seat in the room. So it's really good having a guy like that in the room, and it's really a blessing.
What did you work on in the off season? When I first saw you at one of those OTAs, I mean, you're jumping around, you're happy, you're all hyper, your upper body looked to be a little bigger, but I didn't really see much of you last year. So, what did you work on to become better?
I worked on a lot. So on the field, I worked on obviously my craft, getting in and out of my breaks. Coach, we talked about, hold my red line, on vertical routes, running off the ball, being explosive. So I worked on that really, my explosiveness, with my trainers in the off season with Mo Wells and Jordan Bush down at House of Athlete. I also worked on my body. I'm a pretty strong guy, just naturally. And I actually wanted to, talking to Josh, our strength coach, I wanted to slim down a little bit. So I'm about 5 or 6 pounds less than I was last year. Actually, I toned down the lower body stuff. I wanted to be able to move better, just laterally, so just getting out of my routes and things like that. So that's something I also worked on. And then just like the mental parts of the game, I said working with vets down there in Miami, just manipulating my routes, my releases, things like that. Just playing the game inside of the game. That's something I really took personal this off season. I really trained intentionally every day, and I just try to go in every day and try to put myself in a practice mode so I'm comfortable and go perform. I think it's paying off.
KJ, are you happy D.D. Westbrook is here to return punts? And I'm not taking a shot at you, but I mean, it looks like punt returning is just a big anxiety attack, trying to catch the ball, to put your eyes down the field, see where the coverage is, heels on the 10, make sure it doesn't get trapped inside the 5. Or do you want another crack at punt returning?
I just do whatever I'm called to do. If on the outside looking in, it looks like that, all the anxiety and stuff like that, being that punt return. But punt returners, we love that. We love, being back there by ourselves. That's what makes us like being back there. Like I heard Dede say the other day in an interview, it's like you're the quarterback. You're back there by yourself. You're controlling things and things like that. So that part is fun. But Dede's back there right now. I know he's going to do a great job. I know he's excited for it. And, I can't wait to see what he does.
So you just want to be like Devin Hester because he's a Cane, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't know how young you were when Devin Hester, like at the end of a game, nearing the end of a game, he'd slowly walk out for the Bears to get the punt, get the crowd going. I mean, he had so much cool to him on those punt returns. It was unbelievable.
It's fun. It's really fun. It's an adrenaline rush, and you can flip the field. It's a big momentum switch. And it can change a lot, as we've seen in the special teams last week. It's really important.
What two to go here? What do you admire about Adam Thielen's game? I mean, he was just kicking butt on Sunday.
Yeah, what I really like about Adam's game is one, he's himself. A lot of guys, they try to mimic, this or that. Adam, he has his own style. His own release game, his own patterns, how he runs the routes and how he does things. He's consistent. He's very consistent. He works at it every day. And he's a vet. He's what is it, year 9 now for him. So he knows and he understands. He talks and shares wisdom with the young guys. There's so much stuff I can say about Adam. He is really truly a blessing to be in the same room as him and get to pick his brain every day. There's so many parts of his game that I love. So I'm gonna keep asking him questions. He's gonna keep performing and keep doing the thing because young guys like me are learning behind him.
And lastly, we mentioned the Miami Hurricanes, second-year Cane here, KJ Osborn. What has to happen for your Miami Hurricanes to return to national prominence? I mean, I'm 55 years of age, so I mean, I watched when it was Olandis Gary and Willis McGahee and Edgerrin James and Greg Olson and Devin Hester and the late Sean Taylor, God rest his soul. I mean, and Warren Sapp. They were so unbelievable for so long, and it ain't like they're terrible now, but it's just not the same.
Right. I'm not in the building right now, so I can't really say, of course, like what is exactly on. But I'm confident, Coach Diaz, we'll get it. Coach Diaz, he has that program, trending in the right direction. I mean, when I was there, I think we won 6 or 7 games. Last year, they got ranked, pretty high. This year they started out rough, but I think they're trending in the right direction. And one thing about Miami, though, we don't make excuses. And the legend, they come back and they let us know that. That's part of being at the U, the high standard there. Going out there every day on Green Tree, and representing that U. So I know, whatever is going on, the high expectations people have, trust me, they know it in the building. They know, the standard, that we have to play at the U. And I believe in trusting Coach Diaz and that staff and, all my young guys back there that, they'll get it, where we want it to be.
Can't wait to watch it this weekend. Thanks for the chat. Enjoy your day off. See you practice this week.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yep, see you, man. KJ Osborn, 7 catches, 76 yards, still looking for that first touchdown, which hopefully comes this weekend. Thank you very much to KJ for the chat.